Alright, what's up, y'all? I know it's Tuesday, but I just wanted to make this video really quick because today was actually a really good setup. Um, I think it was actually one of the best setups of the month so far. I know it's only been, 10 days of the month, but still, that's almost halfway through the month of February, and we've had a really, really amazing setup today, so kind of want to just review the trade. So here, I'm going to show you guys on the dashboard. I only made $600 today, or $595, something like that. I don't know why the P&L is not there, but right, this is weird. Let me refresh my page. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Lucid's tweaking out right now, but as you guys can see, 600 extra from yesterday, so that was the additional money we made. Yeah, again, I don't know why it's like being like this, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll go here in the charts. So first thing we looked at, right, daily time frame. Right, didn't notice much. I just noticed we're trading the suspension block. And a quick idea before we kind of just keep going into the trades is today my bias was long again, but I was very cautious on today's trades. I was like, okay, I'm expecting today not to take a trade, and luckily we got that set up to take a trade, so that was nice. But again, just being very cautious today on the trade. So sorry, that was my phone buzzing, but yeah, you guys get the gist of it. So trading a suspension block, right, but we have these equal highs up here on the daily, right, looking to take out these highs, and we have equal highs up here, right, so looking to take those out. Then we go down to the 4-hour. So here's where we start to kind of tell what's going on, right? So within here, the 4-hour, right, we have this nice inversion of this gap here that happened at yesterday in the morning, right? Inversion of the 4-hour gap, creation of this 4-hour fair value gap bullish. Then in the morning, right, we're tagging inside of that bullish 4-hour gap, and then we're going to look to continue. So that's kind of telling me. And then here, this is the 1-hour box. I know I got a lot of stuff drawn out, but this is a 1-hour box, and you guys will see that when we move down to the 1-hour time frame. So, but again, right, you can look in the 4-hour. We have this high up here that we want to take, as well as this 4-hour fair value gap too, and these, oh my god, and these equal highs up here. So there's that on the 4-hour. We go down to the hourly. Again here, right, same thing. We have this 1-hour fair value gap that we're tagging into, which was pretty nice. Again, right, inversion of these hourly gaps. And then we have this high that we want to take up here, as well as these equal highs up here, which look really nice, and as well as these highs up here. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. That's my drawn liquidity higher, right? Lower, there's not much, right? There's just one low put in here, one low put in here, one low put in here, but we already took it. And as you guys can see, yeah, the higher just looks better for price to go and take that. So there's that on the hourly. And then on the 15-minute, now we start noticing some SMTs on the 15-minute. So firstly on the 15-minute, let me go back to the hourly and note a little more things, right? So here's that fair value gap that I was telling you guys about, right? Fair value gap. And then this is that hourly fair value gap marked out. So let me delete that. That now you guys have seen that we tagged into it. I can delete this as well. As you guys can see, we're going to go up in there and hit it. Oh, and also on the hourly, right, we have this. Oh my god, I hate trade date. We have this hourly SMT from a couple days ago. So there's that as well from yesterday, right? We still have that SMT holding. Then we go down to the 15-minute. Here, again, here's a new SMT that formed, right? We have this SMT here, 7 a.m., 8:45, 8:30, and again, here's 7 a.m., right? We took it on NASDAQ. We did not take it on S&P. So that is our SMT on the NASDAQ. And again, SMT is, when you look at both charts, if one, for example, if we're looking for a bullish SMT, for example here, right, the NASDAQ will take the low and S&P will not take the low. So that's essentially what an SMT is. A simpler way to look at it, right? NASDAQ takes liquidity while SMT doesn't, and they move together. So that's why we look for SMTs. And then here, we can also note our equal lows, right? Have a low there, have a low there, and then we also have this low here. And normally what I want to see is this in price, right? I have no market replay, but this is what we would have seen, right? For example, right, these lows and that low, and then we eventually take it in the morning. as well as this high here. That's the draw for the day. And I also noticed that we were doing somewhat of accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? We have accumulation up in here, and then we distribute it, or we manipulate it to the downside before we end up taking the buy side, which is also turtle soup. So that's again why today was a perfect trade. And we also have this inversion of this 15-minute gap as well. So that was pretty nice. Then we go down to the 5-minute. So here it starts to look a little cleaner, right? We have more detail in our time frames, right? So again, our accumulation, consolidation essentially. And then we go and we take out these lows, as you guys can see, right? We have the morning dump, right? At market open 8:30. Market goes up just a little bit, then we end up dumping, and then we end up taking out this low and this low that I wanted to take out as well before I go up. So a nice turtle soup there. And then on the 5-minute, right, we're gonna notice this the same S&T in the 5-minute because the time frames are the same thing essentially. So there's that. And then as you guys can see, let me delete these just so you guys can see a little more clear. All right, so we have this 5-minute FVG, fair value gap that's in here, right? First presented on the 5-minute time frame. And then I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to notice. What do you notice about this 5-minute fair value gap, right? So what we notice here is actually the inversion of the 5-minute gap, right? So we take the lows and then we actually inverse it with the 850 candle in the 5-minute time frame. And that is where I entered, right after the inversion of that 5-minute fair value gap. And then going down to the 1-minute, right, same thing. Right, we can see this fair value gap in here. This is the 5-minute fair value gap. Let me change to the color of that one. So right, so that purple one is the 5-minute fair value gap. Then we go down to the 1-minute, and as you guys can see, I'll give you again a couple of seconds to note what fair value gap is this. It's on the 1-minute time frame, and it is the first presented fair value gap in the 1-minute time frame for today. So, and again, as you guys notice, right, we have this box that's the fair value gap. What does this candle do? It inverses the 1-minute first presented fair value gap, and then that kind of tells me that, hey, we're going to look to take these higher liquidity draws up here. So this was a pretty actually amazing trade setup today. And we also have this market structure shift in here, this little baby one. But yeah, right, we have the liquidity sweep, market structure shift, we have the inversion of the gaps, taps into the higher time frame bullish gaps, right? So overall, it's, if I can do A+++ setup, that's what this setup would be, but A+ setup, right? It's an amazing setup. So I entered just above the inversion of the 5-minute gap, and then I entered on this candle here, as you guys can see, at 25,356.5. Then I ended up getting out here at 25,386.25, and the reason why I got out early was, so my original TP, right, I'm trading more contracts, so I don't need to hold until the full TP, right? But first TP was here at this high, but I noticed within this move of these candles, right, we noticed, right, fair value gap down here, fair value gap in here, another one in here, another one in here, and then we also have this inversion gap that sometimes, as you guys can see, price likes to come tag, right? So I was kind of just like, you know what, let me take the $600. If there's another trade entry, maybe I'll take a trade, but I ended up just being done with the 600. And again, only need what, 1,400 now to pass my account tomorrow, or whatever's left on the week. So I ended up just taking profit there. If I held, I would have actually hit that full TP of the draw that I wanted to hit. So again, as you guys can see, right, this was the correct idea of the draw. So again, today was a pretty amazing setup. This just wanted that is why I wanted to make this video today. So I know it's not Wednesday, but a little early, but that's fine. And then tomorrow we'll review our trades tomorrow. So, and again, right, inversion of the gap, you could have entered above the inversion of the 5-minute, or you could also enter after the inversion of the first percent gap on the 1-minute time frame, right? And then held to this high, maybe partials at this high, full TP at this high. And then again, stop loss would be a little wide, but my stop loss ended up being here down at 25,330, just below the 5-minute gap, as well as this 1-minute gap in here. And then as you guys can see, we didn't go into negative anything at all during the entire trade. We just kind of shot up, hit 600, and then we got out. So again, pretty amazing trade today. Let's see if Lucid wants to work now. No, still not, but it's okay. You guys saw here, right? Yeah, you guys saw the trade entry in here. So again, overall, it was a pretty great day on trading. I know a lot of people took that trade as well too. So if you guys look on Twitter and YouTube and stuff, I bet people are gonna be posting about it. So, but again, yeah, pretty good trading day. We're making another YouTube video tomorrow for you guys reviewing our trade, or if we take a trade or not. Actually, hopefully tomorrow we end up passing the account, but I know we can't rush into these things, so we'll see. So a couple things I wanted to note. I made a Discord, so if you guys want to join the Discord, it's free. You guys don't have to pay for the Discord. I know I haven't posted anything on the Discord yet. Kind of just getting used to it and setting it up, because still I don't know how to run a Discord server. So if you guys want to join, I'm gonna leave it in the link in bio. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if this guy's helped you out, so if, oh my god, I can't speak English today. If this video helped you guys out, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. So alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow's the same as today. And good luck to you guys on trading. Peace.